Sorry, you all, that was me. What? What are you talking about, Mappy? Oh my god, Yuki! What?
A body has been discovered! Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
A body has been discovered! Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin!
She bullied Mikan too much, she had it coming. Dude, what happened here? 2 body discovery announcements in a row. That means the hanged body with the hemp bag on its head, Hyoko's suspended body. Both of these bodies have been discovered at the same time. Ah! What is this?
What?
Hyoko and who the hell's that other one wearing the hemp bag?
Could it be?
2 victims? But when I was here earlier, I didn't see Hyoko's body. I only saw that hanged body over there. Not even 10 minutes passed, but still, why?
Yeah! What is this? Impossible! Impossible! It's impossible for killings to happen on this island!
Shut the hell up!
This is just...
For now, we should lower that person wearing the hemp bag to the ground. Leaving it like that is just too sad.
Yes! Oh.
And what about preserving the scene of the crime?
Damn it!
Who cares about that? There's a control panel for the baton lighting on the wing of the stage. You can lower the body with that. That one. Fuyuhiko ran over to the wing of the stage and pressed a button on the control panel. She was having character development. Development towards Mikan? Nah. With a motorized sound like the growl of a starving beast, the baton lighting slowly descended. When it descended enough for us to reach it, we all worked together to lower the body. Now, I'm going to take off the hemp bag, okay? Even though I expected it, I still didn't want to confront that reality. Under the hemp bag, there was no denying that the face I saw belonged to Ibuki.
Damn it!
Oh my god. Yo, what is up with them doing double homicides on chapter 3? I think Mikan, because Mikan is good managers and plus what you guys said. Of like, who you think is the killer?
It's all my fault. If only I did a better job watching over Ibuki. You're wrong. It's not your fault, Mikan. No matter how we feel, the one at fault is...
What's the matter?
Jeez, it feels like someone died in here or something.
Hey! So you finally showed up! The root of all evil!
What the heck?
How dare you call your big brother the root of all evil? I even went through the trouble of bringing everyone for you. Bringing everyone?
Ah! Are you kidding me?
What the hell is going on here?
That is impossible!
Ibuki and Hyoko?
What?
So 2 people have been killed.
What?
Whoa there, that's not all. I've also summoned the others who were at the hospital. The others?
This is troubling.
Looks like another serious incident occurred while I was unaware. Damn it! I can't believe they did such a horrible thing. Nagito, Akane, are you okay?
Huh?
Of course. What do you mean, of course?
No way!
Are you talking about the despair disease? Jeez, you guys, that stuff is totally over now.
Hey!
Over? Yeah, because I got bored.
That's... For that silly reason?
And now that the killing has started, there's no need to keep that motive around anymore. Yeah, the despair disease is gone now, so you don't have to worry about it anymore.
What'd you say?
What the heck? That's impossible. How could you spread a disease and cure it so easily?
Phew!
Who cares about the itty-bitty details? What matters is that it's already been cured.
Yeah!
What a cop-out! What a cop-out! So, let's go back to our main topic and proceed as usual.
The Monokuma file!
I think Hyoko is the killer because she sucks. Case closed. Totally. I think the 4 Doc Devas killed them. It leads to their reveal as the mastermind. Are you saying the Devas are responsible for both victims? Of course. But that means the mastermind will be executed this trial. You guys are such trolls.
See ya later!
I'll be waiting at the class trial. Do your best to investigate.
This cannot be.
Again? We have to do this again?
Silence.
We have no choice. Like last time, if this means one of us killed these 2,
Let me tell you this.
then we cannot let this be.
Why do we have to do this?
Damn it.
Thinking like that won't do anything. We have to do this.
Damn it!
If we don't do anything, we'll all be executed.
What do you yearn for?
Abandon your overdependence and complaints this instant. Those have no place in this world. But what about Nekomaru? What's going to happen to him? Is he not going to participate this time? Is that even allowed? Nekomaru! Huh?
That's weird.
That's strange. I'm crying. What happened to me? Looks like lingering after effects of the despair disease. It's nothing for you to worry about.
Hey.
Are you okay?
Yep.
Fortunately, it seems I have nothing to worry about.
This is bad.
Since you had the liar disease, your after effects could be lies, maybe?
Leave it to me! Please leave Nekomaru to me! Everyone must focus on investigating, so I must do my very best! Alrighties! I will definitely bring back Nekomaru and win everyone's trust!
It seems we should leave Nekomaru to Monomi. What about guarding the area? Do we still need it?
Damn it.
I'll stay. I still don't feel good yet.
It's better if I stay here too, right?
I should perform the autopsy again, right?
Damn right.
Then I'll leave that to you. Then let's get started, so we can end this nightmare for good. That's right, we need to end this. We need to finish this once and for all. I know there's no way we can believe that one of us did this, but for those two's sake, we need to find the truth, and then we need to end this nightmare once and for all. Nah, they would flee to the moon, which would build up to Kazuichi's rocket. Is something does actually happen on the moon? Is that what you're alluding to, Jer Bear? You've been bringing up the moon a lot. I've been putting this up with this for a while.
Hey!
But why is it so damn hot in here? I hate being hot. It's because your clothes are so smothering. I seriously can't stand it. I'll let you guys investigate this place. And so Kazuichi left the music venue under a cloud of grumbling complaints. But it really is hot. In fact, it's swelteringly hot. Why is it this hot? No, before that, I need to check the Monokuma file first. Nah, I'm trolling. Because I do remember the first scene that shows in the Danganronpa game is like, when Monokuma sent that one guy up to the moon in a rocket. So I remember that, so I thought you were referencing that or something. Okay, there are two victims in this case, Ibuki Miyoda and Hyoko Saionji. Ibuki Miyoda's cause of death was a crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There are no other external injuries. Hyoko Saionji's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. It appears her death was instant. It's called plot consistency. Okay, alright. Is this it? I already knew the cause of death from the beginning, so this isn't going to be a useful clue. It's strange. Why did the killer kill two people? I mean, the more people you kill, the more clues you'll leave, right? So I don't think it's really necessary to kill two people and take that kind of risk. I agree with that. Or was there a reason that they had to kill two people? A reason for killing two people? Regardless, something like this shouldn't be forgiven, so...
I'll definitely find out.
I will definitely find out the truth behind the case.
I think.
That's what I think. Seriously, I prefer she had more confidence on a catchphrase. Well, first of all, let me check on my pet. Okay, she's doing good. Okay, so... I think... If Ibuki... Okay. If Ibuki was still under the despair disease, which was like the gullible one, I think maybe somebody could have convinced her to hang herself there, right? I've been thinking a lot about a rewrite for this chapter. I should probably do some more work on it. I wonder, okay, we gotta discuss this once I finish the chapter, but okay, Ibuki could have maybe been gullible enough under the despair disease to hang herself there. That's what I'm initially thinking, because how else do you get somebody to voluntarily do that if there's no other external injuries? But in the case of Hyoko, so she got killed with a slit to the throat instantly. And when we first went into the music venue, she was not there. I mean, who's to say that the person who set up the transmission could have been hiding, waiting for somebody to see Ibuki, and then set up, Hyoko's body. Yeah, I don't know how this chapter got passed. So, We don't know if... Hold on, let me look at the file again. They just say cause of death, but they don't say time. So we don't know exactly when Hiyoko could have died, but they set up her body after we saw Ibuki, which was a few minutes, right? And then they were able to... They didn't lock the door. They were able to get the door... Well, maybe it was locked and they were able to just bust through it, but there wasn't anything close. Okay, so then how were they able to escape if there was no windows? Oh God, okay. This chapter was especially rushed. Okay, let me just get into it. I have no clues. I'll get my theories once I have more clues. The stepladder is tipped over on its side. This must be the stepladder that Ibuki used in the video I saw. Isn't that a bloodstain?
See?
Look, there's blood around the left side of the stepladder. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have any external injuries, if that's the case. Then it must be Hyoko's blood.
Yep.
That's the only thing I can think of. A bloodstain that probably belongs to Hyoko is on the left side of the stepladder. What does it mean? So she must have been killed in the closet, huh? Oh wow, there's a lot of clues here. Ibuki's body lay atop the stage. She was wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. What's this on Ibuki's feet? I didn't notice when she was hanging, but the soles of her feet are dirty. It's blood, right? There shouldn't be any external injuries on Ibuki. If that's the case, this blood belongs to someone else.
Damn right.
Hey Hajime, can I talk to you for a sec? You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right? Yeah, at first I didn't know it was Ibuki because of the hemp bag though. But I knew right away she was dead since she was hanging from that rope.
Like...
Which means Ibuki must have died before Hyoko was tied up.
Well,
That helps. There's no time of death written in the Monokuma file this time, so I wasn't really sure who died first. If it's true, their estimated time of death wasn't written in the Monokuma file this time, but I should know when Ibuki died because I personally saw it. In that video, Ibuki was climbing the stepladder on her own, so right after that... Wait, hold on. If Ibuki climbed the stepladder and died right after, does that mean she committed suicide? No, that's impossible, because even if Ibuki committed suicide, it doesn't explain Kyoko's death afterward. Two different deaths happened at the same time. There's no way that's a coincidence. It's the rope that was used to tied to the baton lining on the ceiling. Ibuki hanged herself with this rope and died. From what I can tell, it looks like a regular length of rope with no unnatural features. But despite the fact that this music venue has a storage room, there shouldn't have been any rope in there. Which means, was this obtained from the supermarket? Did the killer bring it from there? That means anyone could have obtained this rope, and it means it'd be difficult to use as a clue. I wonder if that's true. Huh? Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it?
hey!
Excuse me, Mikan, do you have a moment? What happened? There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right?
Well...
Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself.
I see.
So Ibuki died from hanging herself. That was obviously the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, but we all saw that she hanged herself. You're right. Yep, I got it. No, that's wrong. Kyoko's time of death is the day of her birth since she's a little demon. Okay. Alright. You hating hella hard right now, Mappy. So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place. Jeez, as usual, I have no idea what he's up to. Ibuki had a hemp bag on her head and was hanging from the ceiling. But why did she have a hemp bag on her head? Oh, I'm Cassia! Thank you for the follow! Hey, follower go mad! Hey! Welcome in! Yay! But why did she have a hemp bag on her head? Wait, huh? That hemp bag. Upon further inspection, there's a Monomi decal on the fabric. It looks like this isn't just a normal bag. You recognize the bag, Hajime. That was from the frickin', the movie theater. There's a massive candle positioned near the front of the stage. I'm legally obligated to despise her more each time she bullies Mikan. The dull light in that video must have been coming from this candle. A candle this huge might be perfect for lighting, but they didn't need to bother using a candle. They could have just used the normal stage lighting. Is this the candle from the shrine at the restaurant? Or the memorial, I should say? There's a black curtain hanging in the far side of the stage. This curtain, it's not wide enough. It can't reach from one edge of the stage to the other.
Huh?
It's not really a full-length curtain. This curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was, it's strange that it doesn't fit properly. It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. See? The back of the curtain is taped for temporary use. Just like the curtain at the supermarket. Rocket. So you're saying someone took the time to actually bring that curtain from the supermarket?
So...
If they went that far, this was probably something that the killer really needed for this crime. Why did they need it? Who knows? Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answers came easily. That also looks like the curtains in the on-call room in the hospital. I'm Cassia. Is this your first time playing? Danganronpa is one of my fave game series. Yes, this is my first time playing. Welcome in. I got a lot of Danganronpa fans in the chat right now. A lot, and by that I mean like 3 others. Okay, let's look at the control panel. It seems you can use this control panel to raise and lower the baton lighting on the ceiling. In fact, we use this to lower Ibuki's hanging body. Speaking of the lighting, the video of the music venue I saw. It had dim candlelight ambience to it, and it didn't look like the lighting was used at all. But why didn't they use the lighting? Was there a reason that it could have inconvenienced them?
So you have appeared.
I see. You noticed it too, Feed. Huh? Noticed? So you didn't notice? Are those eyes just little glass balls? Take a good look at the baton lighting above your head. Have you not noticed that aberrant item? Look at the baton lighting. You mean that? There's something that looks like black paper stuck to the baton lighting. So you finally noticed. But I can't really see it from here. I should lower the baton lighting and look one more time.
I can see it!
There is no need.
Go, my 4 dark devas of destruction!
Go, Mirage Golden Hawk Jumpy. Now is the time for you to take flight. That warms my heart. I wish I could experience this whole story again, for the first time, I mean. Well, you can watch it vicariously through me, because this is my first time. And right now, I really don't have a clue. A hamster launched itself from Gundam's hand and ran up to the baton lighting on the ceiling in a flash. It started running around the stuck slip of paper in rapid circles, and then the paper fluttered downward and was definitely caught by Gundam. Did you see that? Behold the power of the ultimate evil eye wielder.
Wow! That is amazing. I've never seen a hamster do tricks.
How pitiful.
They're my 4 dark devas of destruction. Hamsters are merely their temporary form. So what's with the paper?
Fine.
It seems to be some kind of thick paper, though it does not have any special spells scribed onto it.
That was close.
It looks like wallpaper. It appears it's nothing useful. No, that's not it. There's no doubt this is some kind of clue. I mean, the fact that it was stuck in a place like that, no matter how we think about it, it's too unnatural. Scrap of thick paper. It looks just like the damn wallpaper on this pole. Kyoko's body is suspended against the pillar on the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar with duct tape, and she looks like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it, who did this? According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was a slit throat. Her neck looks like it stopped bleeding, probably because of the duct tape wrapped around it. But why is Hyoko's kimono like this? Her kimono is all disheveled. Also, her sash is tied in the front. Did the killer do this too? But when did the killer kill Kyoko? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hyoko's body there. If that's the case, Hyoko was killed. It must have been during the time I was getting everyone before I came back here. But that was barely 10 minutes. Is it really possible that the killer killed Hyoko and taped her up in such a short amount of time? Even if it is possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so, because the killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right?
Hey!
Oh, Hajime, do you have a minute? No, you're in the way.
Now.
I don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with. Help?
Actually,
If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Hyoko's kimono. So I was thinking she might be hiding something. Wait, hold on. Don't tell me you want me to search inside Kyoko's kimono.
Huh?
That's exactly it.
Why?
Well, it would have been a problem if she were alive, but she's dead now, you know? Don't mess with me. Are you saying there's no problem with that now that she's dead? Fine. If you don't want to do it, I'll just have to ask someone else.
Hey!
Akane!
Yo!
What's up?
Hey,
Well, there's something I want you to do for me. It looks like there's something inside Kyoko's kimono. Can you feel around for that?
What?
Lucky, wish I could play the game. Chihiro 2.0. Chihiro 2. Oh, I see. By searching the body. Obviously, there's no problem searching dead bodies. Kyoko into it. Kyoko! I miss Kyoko! I don't really understand, but I just gotta check Kyoko's kimono, right?
thanks.
Looks like there's a nice sunset going on right now. Dang it. Thank you, Akane. Helping each other is such a wonderful thing.
Now then.
Let's see. Akane reached through the duct tape, binding Kyoko as she stuck her hand inside her kimono.
That's weird.
Damn it, she's tied up so tight. I can't really reach with my hand. Oh, wait, hold on.
Yo!
There's something. Is this what you were looking for? Is this a key?
Perhaps.
It looks different than the keys to the cottage, so this may be the key to her motel room. Key to her motel room, huh? If her key was so deep inside her kimono that it'd be hard to remove, then it's very unlikely that the killer tampered with this evidence.
Isn't that right?
Because if this is a trap, they would have put it more toward the front of her kimono so we'd notice it easier. Which means we can conclude that this is something Kyoko had with her all along.
Hey,
Also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything, but you look like you were curious about the condition of Kyoko's body, right, Hajime? Of course, that's why I'm investigating. It's true. There are several mysteries regarding her body.
well,
Well, just hear me out for a second. Out of all those mysteries, what I think is the strangest is
see?
the way they wrapped her body with that duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on Kyoko's neck, don't you think? Hide the wound on her neck? I don't really know if that was their true intention, but I guess it's a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because of the duct tape is acting as a compress, right? If her body was left alone after her throat was slit, the surrounding area would be a sea of blood. A sea of blood, huh? 2 dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. That's enough to make anybody faint. With her arms crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the stage floor. Did something drop on the floor there? Nothing dropped. It's just dirty. Dirty?
Hey.
See? Take a close look at the floor.
See?
If you look closely, you're right. There's a smudge as if something was wiped off. Wait, this isn't something. Isn't this a blood stain?
Yep.
Well, a blood stain isn't strange. Kyoko's neck was slashed not far from here.
But still.
Rather, what's strange is, why did the killer try to hide it? Hide it?
So.
If they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off. The reason the killer wiped off the blood stain, as long as the body is nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off a blood stain. So what was the killer trying to do? Oh, whoops. What did I miss? Am I missing something else here? Oh, the AC. Okay, I forgot that. This looks like the music venue's AC unit. That's right. You might be able to adjust the hot air in the music venue with this. Alright, I should mess around with it a little, like so. It's running as a heater, over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I know why it's so damn hot. I better turn off the heater for now. That should cool things off a little. The shattered remains of the machine are spread all over the floor.
I see.
This appears to be the surveillance camera unit.
This, too, must be the will of causality.
Kazuichi put in the music venue for communication purposes. Why is it destroyed like this? Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here? What do you mean?
Well?
Even if they know they're not being recorded, there's no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera.
Fine.
So that's why they destroyed the camera. Seems plausible enough. They'd hesitate to murder someone in front of a camera, and that's why the killer destroyed this? Then what was the thing I saw? Surveillance camera unit. Well, they destroyed it after Ibuki hung herself.
If only I'd noticed sooner, Ibuki might have been saved.
Hey, when did you realize Ibuki was missing?
After leaving Nagito's room, I went to the on-call room, and that's when it came to me. That I should go check on how everyone in the hospital is doing one more time before I go to sleep. And so, I went to the patient rooms and noticed that Ibuki was gone. So, I quickly ran out of the hospital.
So that's what happened.
And then, I saw Fuyuhiko in front of the hospital, so I asked if he could help me look for Ibuki. That reminds me, where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby.
That is a long story. Excuse me.
I'm sorry. It's not like I doubt you or anything.
Oh, God.
No, there's no way I doubt you because we've been together since this morning.
You're right. We were together until you went to the on-call room.
That's right. We were together until just a moment before the morning Monokuma announcement. So, I don't doubt you. I'm telling the truth. Is it alright if I continue with my autopsy?
If you talk to me again later, I'll tell you what I know. I'll tell you what I know, so please, spare my life at least. What happened to not doubting me?
Something like this! It has happened once again. 2 of my cherished friends died at the same time. I cannot believe it. How cruel! This is the place where Ibuki sang for Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko looked like she was having so much fun listening to her music. And now those 2 are no longer here. Such a tragedy.
I understand how you feel, but please get a hold of yourself. 2 of our friends were killed. That's all the more reason why we can't leave this alone, right?
So just as I thought. We must do this then, for the sake of the 2 who have fallen.
Damn right.
Hey, Hajime, take a look at this. Huh? What?
Huh?
Look what's in front of the door. This is a drumstick, right? And it looks like it was broken. What happened to it?
Like...
If something like that is in front of the door, you think it might be a really big clue? Why would this be a clue?
Hey!
Remember when we came to the music venue? If it won't open, the only thing we can do is force our way through.
I wonder if that's gonna be possible. Of the 4 of us, 2 of us are girls, you know.
It doesn't matter if you can do it or not. We have to try. Let's go. We'll all charge at the same time. Ready, set, go! At Fuyuhiko's signal, we charge through the door at full force. The door was locked when we tried to go inside, and the 4 of us charged into the door. But when I examined it, I found out that this door doesn't have a lock at all. Huh?
I get it.
The door is designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handle. If a stick was used to bar the door here, well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening? You mean, you think this drumstick was used to lock the door? The broken drumstick on the floor in front of the door should be proof of that. Then how was the killer able to get out?
Huh?
I mean, the music venue doesn't have any windows. This door's the only entrance. If they locked the door from the inside, the killer wouldn't be able to escape outside.
Like...
Maybe the killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue. And they waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us.
I get it.
You know, don't they use these tricks like that a lot in mystery dramas and stuff? If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here somewhere.
Damn it.
All right, I'm definitely gonna find it. I won't let the killer get away with this. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, huh? Like you said, that might be possible.
I've listened to the whole story.
I heard what you 2 were discussing. Chiaki, that was a kind of cool entrance.
Well?
Besides, the broken drumstick, I've also discovered something interesting. What is it?
See?
Look, there's a weird glob where the right and left door touch, see? You're right, what is this? It looks too firm to think it's rubber.
Yep.
It doesn't look like rubber, but as she said that, Chiaki bent down, scraped this semi-transparent glob with her finger. Why are you putting it in your mouth? It smells like workshop chemicals. Workshop? And this chewiness. I see. This thing may be a glob now, but that doesn't mean it was a glob from the start. For instance, if this was originally a liquid that hardened into this, it might be possible to apply it directly and smoothly in the gaps of the door. What are you talking about? Yummy. Why? She's just eating unknown substances that smell like a workshop. Just as I thought, it tastes nasty. Chiaki spat the glob out of her mouth and left the area. Besides that bit about the taste, it's okay to consider that this some kind of clue, right? Semi-transparent glob. Hey, are you okay? Are you still not feeling well? Yeah. I don't really get it, but when I think about Nekomaru, it's like my knees start shaking.
That's weird.
There's no way I've got that kind of weakness. It'd probably go away if I battled a strong dude, but Nekomaru's not here. Nekomaru will definitely come back. You're right. Did you direct your gaze to the brave stature of my 4 dark devas of destruction?
Hajime.
I mean, Byakuya drank poison. Poison. Hajime, this may be impudent of me to ask, but will you listen to what I have to say?
Hey.
I heard that you witnessed the incident from the very beginning, right? So what? Can you provide me with a summary of the incident? I need to reach the truth behind this incident, for the sake of dedicating my body to an even greater hope. No.
Wow.
Why? Don't make me repeat myself. No! This guy just wants to confuse us. There's no way I'm gonna tell him what he wants to know.
How unfortunate.
I see. That's disappointing. Okay, let's go to the staff-only room. This has gotta be where Hyoko was killed. Nagito, did you come here and investigate the storage room too? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it? Or is he trying to stand guard here?
Hey.
So how about it? Did you find any clues? The tipped-over stepladder on the stage and the duct tape binding Kyoko. That probably all came from the storage room. There might be other things from the storage room that they used for the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end, you're just going to be on the killer's side, right? I'm not siding with the killer, you know. I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it.
But...
That's the main reason why. This case is really special. Huh?
Man.
But I can't say for certain, though. What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense.
Hajime.
By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened.
Right?
Hey, if you could explain to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information. Really? You might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find the truth. You just want to make us suffer.
How mean.
That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'll gladly become the enemy, and I won't even mind him when I die.
Damn it.
That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time. Huh? What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not gonna tell me, huh? Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feeling?
Hey.
You should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously, the movie theater. After he said that, Nagito walked on my sight. Movie theater? Why the sudden interest in the movie theater? Okay. Examine everything! I'll get these out the way because I'm pretty sure there's no clues here. The shelf. Is this where the semi-transparent glob is from? There's carpeting, wallpaper, and paint on the shelf. It's probably used for stage decorations. This thick black paper that's folded up on the lower shelf. It looks like wallpaper. There are lots of stickers pasted over the front side of this wallpaper. And the edge of the wallpaper? It looks a little torn, but what does this mean? Wait a second. Hold on a second. Okay, I don't remember, but were the curtains there originally, or were they now put there? Because if this wallpaper was where the curtains are, the killer could have killed Hyoko, got her blood splattered all over the wallpaper, removed the wallpaper, also additionally put the stickers on the blood splatter, hid it in here, and replaced the wall with the curtain so we can't see that they took off the wallpaper. And then also, what if there's like a hidden window back there or something? Interesting. There's a lot of different musical instruments lined up here. Okay, nothing is concerning that. Okay, got it. What about the stickers? There's a lot of stickers with the venue's logos placed here. It's like they made a bunch of them and had too many left over. It feels somewhat depressing. Huh? Compared to the last time, it feels like there are less stickers than before. Am I overthinking this? I don't think so. You can see your whole body. Okay. Guess it's everything important in the room. And I remember there were 2 step ladders. Y'all remember that? There were 2 step ladders earlier. One of them is outside. Where's the other one? Should probably get some sleep. Haha. Have fun with the trial. Impossible challenge. All right. Good night, Moppy. I will probably stream again. Maybe Sunday, but most likely Monday. So keep an eye out for that. But have a good night. Hopefully you make your appointment on time. All right, with this, we might be close to finish investigating the music venue. But I still need to talk to Mikan. I need to make sure I get those autopsy results from her. Okay, talk to Mikan. How about it, Mikan? Have you found out anything by now?
To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive. You got it wrong! But it's not my fault. This music venue is just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death.
Because of the heat? Is that possible?
If a body is overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine a precise time of death.
I see. That might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. But that's weird.
But even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death?
I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murders occurred. First was Ibuki, then Kyoko.
And as long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking in the order of events.
Huh? Imitation murder?
Huh?
You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew.
See?
It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or film, as an outline for their killings. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it. How would an imitation murder be related to this murder?
Well, based on the killing order and the way that they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie.
That movie?
Good instincts.
The assumption is, an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed 2 people. The goal was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that?
Do you have a minute? Excuse me, if this really was an imitation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed?
This, too, must be the will of causality.
What movie? It's certainly conceivable if the killer wishes to complete the imitation. Hold on a sec. What are you all talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed? Is it Monokuma's movie? Are you guys worried that there's gonna be another victim? Then no worries. Things will get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella. Oh my god. Excuse me. How many sneezes has that been? That's probably like my 6th sneeze. So I prepared a perfect countermeasure. Ahem. On this killing school trip, the same Blacken could only kill a maximum of 2 people.
Huh?
You mean you've added another rule?
Yep.
Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the Blacken would be able to secure an easy victory, right?
Yeah.
This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If it's a maximum of 2 people, then there will not be any more killings? Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules. I see. Oh my god. As expected of you. You're very strict about names.
Perhaps.
I don't want to consider this possibility at all, and I don't even want to think someone would do this. There's a moth in my room. Rip. Oh my god, Yuki, you like very seriously typed it in the chat. That was so funny. What happens if there are 2 killers?
Huh?
So,
Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Kyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean that 2 killers exist at the same time, but we can only vote for one person, right?
I am concerned.
If we can only choose one based on the majority vote, the other person could certainly achieve victory.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
So what happens in that case? What about a case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2, or 4 incidents overlap one another?
Silence.
Shut up! It's okay. I'll make extra sure something like that never happens.
Hey.
Meaning 2 killers can exist at the same time. So it's safe to say that applies to this case too, right?
Wow.
Oh,
I don't like this.
all right, fine. That's right. There's always one killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is.
This is kind of depressing.
Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave. I see. So there's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little. That makes things a little easier.
Fine.
Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people,
Taste your powerlessness!
it means a 3rd victim would be impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough. You guys keep saying that and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation?
Could it be? You haven't seen it?
Seen it? Seriously, seen what?
So,
Like I said, that movie.
oh my!
The moth must be the killer. I swear, the moth hit me in the forehead because it's close to me because my phone is the only light. It's tired getting me. See, it's violent. Oh my gosh! Exactly. Dude, a moth is like low-key the worst. So how do you get it out other than like the light, right? When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets. Then the invitation is,
Good instincts.
of course, it's the imitation of that movie.
Well,
Well, based on the murders at this time, it closely resembles that movie as if they were copying it. As if they copied the movie. I see. Nagito mentioned something about that. Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings? You should come by later, too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously the movie theater.
you...
I see. So you haven't seen it. Still, it's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if we watch that movie before the class trial starts. Looks like I need to do that. Then I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate. Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki? Probably the hospital, for sure. The first victim, Ibuki, was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place.
You are right.
Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time. She's right. It might be good for me to investigate the hospital too. There might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. For clues related to Hyoko's death, I should try going over to the motel. There's still a lot of things I could do for the class trial. I'll definitely give it my all till the end. There is a lot to do, actually. We have to go motel, movie theater, and the hospital. First, let's go to the motel. I just remembered, I never went inside any of the rooms in the motel. Plus, I don't even know where Hyoko's room is. It might be faster to just ask someone.
So you have appeared.
You're here, right? Come on out. Huh? Are you talking to me? I can see you. Did you really think that you could hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide it in the first place. Hey, which room was Hyoko staying in?
Listen well.
Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? Oh yeah, he's a high school student! I be forgetting all these kids are high schoolers. Hey, Hajime, can you explain it to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? It was the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from the baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at the motel, and when we were about to go back to the music venue...
I get it.
Go back to the music venue. You met up with Mikan and me. And when we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason.
I see.
So we had no choice but to break down the door, and discovered Hyoko's body was suddenly there too. Yeah, that's what happened.
Hey!
This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? As I recall... Didn't you hear me? A body was found!
Body! Ah!
Could it be? Do you intend to spread lies like Nagito in order to confuse us? Besides Chiaki, I also saw Gundam and Monami.
I see.
So Kazuichi and Sonia didn't appear, huh? Do you think those two are suspicious?
Like...
Well, Hyoko was killed. Between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously, those two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us. That might be it, but... While we're at it, let me tell you my alibi too. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikan panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what's going on. She said Ibuki disappeared. So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
Well, yeah.
While we were circling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys there. Did you see anyone else while you circled the island?
Well...
No, we went to the movie theater and that street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mikan and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hyoko and wrapped her around a pillar with duct tape. It's true. I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. But the fact is, Hyoko was killed and we did discover her body.
Huh?
What? Do you still doubt me?
Jeez.
Well, I'm used to it. It's true I've done things I've deserved to be doubted for. So don't worry. Even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete. I wouldn't mind cracking soda. Wait, what? What are we talking about? Exactly. Those two was just cracking, bro. Nah, Sonia has higher standards. True. I wouldn't mind cracking Sonia or Gundam. Wow, Yuki, you really like those two. I would mind cracking Sonia. Oh my god, you guys! Are you guys high schoolers too? I want to know in advance what I'd have to do to end up like that. Okay. Let's go to the center room, huh? Looks like it's locked, but the key was inside her kimono. Maybe if I use this. It opened. Just as I thought, this key was Hyoko's room key. Alright, I should go inside. So Hyoko was staying here. She only stayed here a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but I feel a little conflicted.
Oh my! Huh? Did the door open?
Yeah, Hyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open it.
I see.
What? Did something happen? How did she get in here?
No, it's just... I'm starting to believe it might be my fault.
Her fault? What does she mean? Before that, let me look at this. This bed isn't messed up. It doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. I see the hidden Monokuma!
No.
There's a mirror, but it's so small and rusty. There's no way anyone can use this.
The moment Hyoko came into this motel, she completely shut herself in this room.
She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right?
However, her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in this room. She had another reason.
Besides that disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in her room?
Perhaps her kimono.
Her kimono?
Yesterday I went to go talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence it was not locked at that time. And then I saw it. Hyoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She did not want a smell bath, so she took a shower, but then she could not tie her sash anymore. Mahiru is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it.
She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh?
You are right. The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiru, that Mahiru kindly taught her the basics.
That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
Perhaps. She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did.
What did you say?
Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror? Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue? If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health. And that was when she kicked me out. It cannot be! Could it be? Hyoko remembered that?
Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hyoko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Hey, did anyone tell you about that before the incident? Or was someone listening in on your conversation?
I never told this to anyone, and I do not believe anyone was listening in on our conversation.
So Sonia sent her to the music venue. Nobody knew? If that's the case, how did the killer know Hyoko was going to the music venue? Something's wrong. Also, how did Sonia get in here when the door was locked? That's my question. I don't see anything else that looks suspicious. There's no sign that someone made a mess of her room, so I don't think she was forcefully abducted. I feel like I couldn't really find any important clue. Oh well. Okay, I'm gonna go to the hospital next because I want to see if that curtain is still in that on-call room.
Well?
I feel like I haven't been here in a while, even though it's only really been a few days. Hey, you repaired the surveillance camera unit, right?
Hey!
Yeah, so? I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Didn't you get this from a shabby-looking alley where all the machines were lined up?
Right!
Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. Then, if there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too?
Man.
No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed on the hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor.
Hey!
But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same model, camera, or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning, if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it. However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it. You're right, you did work on that. Okay. Oh, we're not done with the lobby? Oh, my bad. Okay. The surveillance camera unit... Oh, okay.
Hajime.
There's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera?
That's right!
Oh, I also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey.
Tell me, Hajime.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging there, hanging like there is now. But the whole display was pretty dark because they're just using candlelight. There's a rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that, there's a stepladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and hemp bag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know it must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder, and without hesitation, she climbed that stepladder of her own free will, and then she grabbed that rope and... That's all I saw. The candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something because the screen went dark all of a sudden, and it wasn't displaying anything anymore.
Man.
Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions that can... so things can still show up even in the dark. But the one I got from the machine alley was a really old model.
Hold on.
Well?
At the time, you said you didn't know the person wearing the hemp bag was Ibuki, right?
Yeah. You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music venue to try to stop her. But I didn't make it in time.
Hey!
Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? Ibuki committed suicide? What do you think, Chiaki? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right? Yeah, there's no doubt. If so...
You...
Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it. Well, of course she doesn't. There's no way we'd be able to figure that out so easily. Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm heading over there. What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden. She said the conference room, but why would she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Also, I might just be overthinking it, but did she seem a little upset? Did she pull a Sakura Ogami or something else? I think somebody told her to do it. If she was still under the, despair disease. That's what I think.
Now then.
I'm finally getting back to my normal self.
All right!
Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you win. No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling that after effects. She'd beat me up if I said that out loud. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey!
Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea. But hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Don't tell me you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. It looks like there was one gown for each patient room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. But there weren't any gowns?
Yo!
Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I have no choice, then I should just use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I'll probably be able to fit it. Hold on, what happened to the gown you were wearing? Huh? Are you saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross. Wearing clothes someone else was wearing is even grosser.
Like...
No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikan back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta go back soon. Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. So they're insinuating that the fourth gown was missing. So the first time we saw Ibuki, that could have been staged. Or the video could have been staged. And he said it's like a live feed, right? So it can't be a recording. I think. Is that what Kazuichi meant? What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Where's the switch?
Hey.
Don't turn it on. Huh? Chiaki? Are you there?
'Cause...
If you turn on the light, it's gonna be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing. What's fully exposed?
Hey.
Hajime, if you poke out your eyes, you could turn on the light. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out? I'm not gonna poke out my eyes.
Aww.
Bummer. Troll fail. No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. And I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window.
Hey.
Were you surprised? Surprised? I don't get it.
Well?
I got it. Got what?
See?
The curtains in this conference room are designed to completely block out light. There's a projector in here, so they were probably careful about light shining through.
See?
See? A black curtain that blocks light. It's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. A black light blocking curtain. That's why it was so dark. So is something wrong with it? I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yep, she's upset. But still, what was that all about? That bit about being embarrassing if I look and troll fail?
Nope.
I just wanted to mess with you. Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? I guess I'm done investigating the hospital. I should move on to a different place. So this is like fucking curtain. Okay. Am I really done with the hospital? I do think that I want to say that the curtains were used in the music venue. Uh-huh. You know, this way would be faster, I think. The Wizard of Monomi.
Hello there.
Well, hello. Why, hello there, Hajime. I knew you'd come here. That means you noticed it too, right? The case this time is an imitation case in which the killer used that movie as their theme. I wouldn't know. I haven't watched the movie yet.
I see.
Then you really should watch this movie first.
Hey!
Manager, a customer's here.
Did you call me?
Yes, did you call me?
What?
Huh? Hajime's the customer. Do you have a problem with that?
What are you gonna do?
And you said you didn't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's what tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're a really tough guy. You were so devoted to being tsundere, you even bought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million.
Huh?
You paid $1.5 million for a sticker? It's nothing.
Listen up!
In exchange for not watching this movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nagito? Stop it! But my resistance was in vain, and Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker. Ta-da! See? It's this one! I'm sorry I was born stupid.
That's...
You bought this for $1.5 million? But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie. Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket.
Here!
Okay, here you go. It already says so on the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today at this time. By the way, I can only give away 1 ticket per person. You only have 1 chance to watch it for free. I've already stamped today's date onto the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat. Don't worry, I only plan to watch it once.
Look forward to it, okay?
Then I'll go prepare the projection reel. Please wait a bit, okay?
Hey,
Ah, Hajime, about the invitation ticket, I strongly recommend you keep that safe. Huh? Why? No reason. Just think of it as a protective charm. It's so that, because we didn't watch the movie until after the crime has been committed. I guess I should wait until Monokuma finishes his preparations. That reminds me, that item should be on top of the counter. This one looks like a tote bag made of hemp cloth with a decal of Monomi's face on it. Ah, did that catch your eye? It's an all-purpose tote bag useful for a variety of common tasks. It's a limited item. Only one person can have it. If the tote bag is gone, that means...
What's this?
Whoa there! Were you interested in buying that tote bag?
Too bad.
Well, that's just too bad. It's already sold out. Who'd you sell it to?
You're so stupid.
Stupid. There's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that revealed who the killer is. So the killer bought it.
Shocking.
Ah! I remember you said there was only one because it's a limited item, right? It's not limited to one. It's more like it's limited to one person. What's the difference?
Hey,
When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes. For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off.
Well now.
Now then, I should forget that I carelessly made a slip out the tongue.
Now then.
Looks like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
This is exciting! Exciting! Alright, let's watch this movie, y'all. I apologize for keeping you waiting. World-famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears. The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D will be screening shortly. From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this 2.5D. That sounds so half-assed.
Now then, please relax and enjoy the film.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates. One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise and was whisked away to Monomi's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monomi, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monomi scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide, the Monomi scarecrow hanged herself and died. He also met a Monomi lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows. He also met a Monomi tin man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron. After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monomi, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monomi. And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her. With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury. And he lived happily ever after. The end.
Yuki, you're funny. Was that cinema? That movie sucked. I want a refund. That was terrible. Yeah. Would y'all pay 1.5 million not to watch that movie? Man, movies are the best. That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues, 1 for each head.
So,
Now then, let's meet again at the class trial.
bye-bye.
I'm too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I can say to describe the situation. Absolute cinema, yes. Yeah, that freaking movie sucked. So, how could... Okay. So the hang himself is obviously Ibuki, and then the put arrows in her is probably Hiyoko, right? Because she was strapped to that pole. But okay, so that's making people assume that Hiyoko died second, but I think she died first. I would pay a penny to see that, but I can't because I'm broke. Damn, Yuki, that's tough. How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it even okay to call that a movie? But thanks to that movie, now you know, right? Yeah. Just like he said, the characters who were killed in the movie match the victims in this case. Ibuki's death by hanging matched the Scarecrow's death in the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko's suspended body matches the lion's death too.
But
It would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, but it seems that was impossible. Perhaps the killer is upset about that right now, or the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder. They should be upset about it, but I'm not sure if that's even true. Oh, is it trial time?
Hello, how's everybody doing? It's me, Monokuma! Yay! Awesome! The class trial's gonna start, you know. So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP! I'll see you soon!
It's already time. So, this again. I need to go to that place again. But now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hiyoko became victims, in order to find the truth, the only thing I could do is go. Honestly, this doesn't happen. Don't look into this, but it would have been cool if in the Unknown's killer's execution, they were chopped into bits like the Tin Man finishing the movie. That's what I thought would have happened, so that's not how the punishment goes? That would have been full circle. Okay, who do I think it is? Yuki, you don't know, right? So who do you think it is? Jer Bear obviously knows, so Jer Bear you cannot say. But what do you think, Yuki? I think... Well, okay. I'll tell you who I don't think it is. I don't think it's, I don't know, probably Mikan because she used tape as bandages around her neck, and also she hates Hiyoko. That's kind of a good guess. Okay, here's who I think it's not. I don't think it's Chiaki. I don't think it's Fuyuhiko. I don't think it's Akane. I don't think it's Nagito. Those are the ones I think for sure. I don't think it can be it. I don't think Mikan hates Hiyoko. I don't think she hates anyone. She just hates herself. Well, okay, I kind of had this theory earlier on. What if... I mean, do they still retain their memories even after the despair disease is gone? Because here's what I think. What if Mikan caught the despair disease, and obviously she's the opposite of who she is, and she, instead of wanting to help people, she decided to hurt somebody, right? So what if I can kind of see Mikan, like what if under the despair disease, she killed Hiyoko, and then I don't know why she would tell Ibuki to kill herself too. But the fact that, because I can't imagine anyone other than Mikan knowing the tidbit of if you are in a warm room, you won't be able to tell the time of death for a body. I can't imagine anyone other than Mikan knowing that. But at the same time, you know, it is strange that Sonia told Hiyoko about the full-length mirror in the music venue. I mean, we still don't know how the killer could have gotten away from the music venue after they committed the crime. And Mikan, I mean, when we first discovered just Ibuki's body, she was gonna go to sleep, right? I don't know. Maybe she was also sleep deprived. She doesn't remember. I don't know. Mikan, okay, she's on my radar. I'm not sure. I'm so confused on how Sonia got in her room. Me too, Yuki. Me too. So, okay, Mikan, she can be on my radar. I'm not fully on her yet, but I could see it being her. Let me think about this. Because, okay, also on the baton light, we saw that piece of wallpaper. So maybe the wallpaper they were replacing was on that pole and not on the back wall like I first predicted. Because how would you get the little scrap stuck on the light? I don't know, bro. This is hard. Jer Bear did tell me. Jer Bear and Mappy told me that half of it was like confusing, half of it, or like they think it's bad. I don't know. Okay, so just keep in mind who I don't think it is. Once we get into the class trial, maybe I'll figure it out. And soon enough.
Welcome!
Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go to this class trial?
Wait!
Hey, jerk! Hold it right there!
Monomi's such a dumb child.
What? Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells.
Hey!
My brain works just fine!
Hey!
Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru?
I see. So you've come to avenge him.
That's...
Avenge? That sounds like he died!
Sounds like you say. Oops.
Anyway,
Since Nekomaru was unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent.
bye-bye.
Now then, I gotta go first.
I won't let you.
What happened to Nekomaru?
Hold on! I won't let you escape!
Hey!
Did you hear what she just said?
Huh?
Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru is dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn it!
Of course he's not dead. There's no way. Not in a million years.
Well...
More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. The mystery is very fun this trial, but the rest of this chapter sucks. Damn, at least most of the mystery is good. Some of it is also really bad. Damn. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die.
Why are you so excited about that?
How about it?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail.
What do you yearn for?
What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Then let's go.
I'm gonna do it!
All right, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's go. We stepped into the escalator and ascended toward the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock, and that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lined up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller, but I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. And when everyone was inside Monokuma Rock, the elevator began its deep descent as usual. But nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. 8 enter, 7 leave. and when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness, and I walked into that place. My, it feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. Frick, 9 enter, 8 leave. Tough.
Well, 2 people got killed at the same time. Nekomaru's not here either.
Hey!
Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No!
Why bother?
That's... What?
Well now.
Now then, let's begin.
Yahoo!
It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy to your heart's content. And so, the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. Ibuki Miyoda, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Hyoko Saionji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. But she was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiru's death. The person who killed those 2 is among us. I definitely can't believe it. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out, no matter the cost. For our sake, for our friend's sake, for Ibuki and Hyoko's sake. And so, the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Alright, y'all, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick before we do this trial. So I will be back. Let's see. Let's see, what skills can we get? Okay, we have 5. We have 5 here. Effective during the class trial. Extraordinary focus slightly increases the... Slightly increases the time limit for each phase. Maybe I should be lost in thought? Maybe I should save up to get Delusion, huh? That one seems pretty good, honestly. Okay, yeah, okay, let me save up my thingies. Do I have all my things set? Okay. Alright, let's go. Finish preparations.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that? Listen up! The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those 2 can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease.
The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Okay, wait. Okay, seeing this again made me think of something. What if... Okay, wait, let me formulate it in my head before I say it out loud. So, these black curtains obviously look very familiar, right? What if this was a projection of like a recording or something taken in the conference room? Wait, okay, hold on. Let me word this better. What if... I don't recall if the broken camera equipment or whatever was in there when we first saw Ibuki. I don't remember that. But what if this occurred... This is somebody who is staging this. Meanwhile, Ibuki had been hanging in the music venue, but to get Hajime to go to the music venue, they set this up. I don't know. Anyway, okay, it's too early for me to do this. Never mind.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought, but the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone, so I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko, so I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
What if it was the ghost of Mahiru seeking revenge? You know what? You might be onto something, Jer Bear.
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
Wait, what did she just say? I wasn't paying attention. She said, coincidentally, I ran to Fuyuhiko, so I pled with him in various ways to see if you could. Oh, okay.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
Wait, was the hemp bag have the Monami symbol on the video too?
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the 4 of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so, we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Huh?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
It's just as Kazuichi said. Nagito's the kind of guy who will just confuse us and make matters worse. Damn it, I shouldn't have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. I like how they put the face cards like where their height would be at too, right?
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie
Oh, there it is.
means it probably is Hajime's fault.
Okay, I know where it is.
Hajime's testimony.
If Hajime's... then the fact that Ibuki...
That would also...
I don't think I can... After all, Hajime...
Why would Hajime...
Well, obviously because he's...
Did Hajime kill both of
The
them?
fact that the bodies were imitating...
No, that's wrong! I'm not the killer! I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that.
And my sticker.
Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Did he say this to clear me out of suspicion? Nagito trying to be the main character so bad, right?
Hold on a sec!
He want to get
You're
with
the
main
one who brought
character
this
so
up in the
bad.
first place!
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important, especially since this isn't a game.
Warming up what? Nagito? Then why start something Nagito?
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it! Ibuki committed suicide!
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
Imagine Nagito and him kiss later on, I don't know if it's a canon ship. I think it's the most popular ship. That's what Jer Bear and Mappy were telling me earlier. Imagine if they did.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two! Sonia and Kazuichi!
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru. Me too!
Hey, why are you talking like... Huh?
What?
You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was
Wait,
hiding
what?
inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall! Is this his professional skill?
Did what did Monokuma do to Nakamaro? The killer was inside the music venue. Fuyuhiko obviously thinks so, but is that really it?
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
The person's remark contradicts the truth. I should be able to prove that with my evidence.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside,
Hold on, let me look at the thing again. The glob. Strange glob was stuck to where both music venue doors touch each other. Okay.
they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt. By doing that, the killer waited till we get and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Okay, hold on.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside.
With the
No,
glob.
that's wrong.
Hold on a sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
It wasn't rubber at all. That's my transparent glob was probably.
I see! That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness, and I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
I didn't know glue was edible.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly.
And the drumstick was there for a distraction?
But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know?
That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
They're about to tell her to shut up.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
Dang, now I kind of want to eat glue. In 4th grade, I ate 4 different scented glue with friends, and I got to go home early for puking, and my friends got to go home too. Yuki, what? Oh my gosh. Not necessarily glue, but some of them like delicious smelling slimes. Sometimes I want to take a little bite.
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
Earlier?
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Oh, I get it. Okay, so Hiyoko was there always, and then they had wrapped that extra wallpaper that was in the storage room around her. And then they took it down after Hajime saw, huh?
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
That scrap was stuck on the baton lighting in the music venue. Now I should be able to figure out what it is. Oh my god. Here we go. Wallpaper. Oh shoot. Give me an L. Wall. Oh my god. Ah! Wall. Okay. Damn it. Give me another P. Give me another P. A. Now give me an R. There we go.
I got it!
That scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room? In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there?
You're right.
If so, what
If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper, see? It fits perfectly.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
That scrap of paper stuck to the baton lighting was part of that wallpaper I found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body? If I trace it back from there, the answer should be clear. Alright, let's give this a try. Again? Oh, logic. Okay, logic dive, okay. Whoa! Oh shoot. Okay. Wait, I forget. This is for breaks, right? Okay. Okay, this is jump. Gotcha. Okay, they made this more difficult now. Okay. Where did Hyoko's body suddenly appear at the crime scene? Why did it suddenly... it was hidden. Okay. This freaking mini game, bro. Okay, what did the killer use to hide her body? The wallpaper. Ooh, getting skinny over here. Ooh. How did the killer hide her body with the wallpaper? They formed a wall. They covered the pillar. I think they covered the pillar. There we go.
It's all coming together! I got it! Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there. However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar, so using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
Dramatic reveal that you already figured out.
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them. I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
The reason the killer imitated the two victims in that movie, I should be able to explain it, to mix up the killing order.
I see!
The reason the killer imitated two of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Just like the third case in the first game.
Then, Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
An even bigger jerk? Impossible.
Man, he's being annoying again.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
You're one to talk.
Anyway, if this continues, we're just gonna talk in circles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. Blood on the souls.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Were there even any footprints at the crime scene?
I think I gotta agree with
Maybe
that.
her feet were on the floor. But she was like sitting or something. So instead, there'd be a mark on her ass.
Weak, 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 I say! It doesn't even pierce my heart!
Okay, I think I have to agree with what Sonia said.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the
I am telling you to
Did you see her walk?
If her feet was there any sign she stepped on something?
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood!
Hiyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood...
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye!
Oh, here we go.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line. But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know. You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest. You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no... You can't step on blood that was never there.
Oh.
Just about what... Did you see a nice nightmare?
Okay, I think I see where I need to do it. Okay, yeah.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's... Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crimes. There was no blood on the floor.
Oh.
Allow me to cut through those words!
Woo!
That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things! You don't have proof of that at all!
Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating, so I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
If the time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then, but regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time too?
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Huh? Suicide?
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Why me?
Nagito? What do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive! When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead. If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
But what would be the point? If you're dead?
She hanged herself! Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that!
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What? What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
Huh?
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then, the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then, we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence!
Okay. Mika, Fuyuhiko, Sonia.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
Oh, wait.
I was
Sonia's
where I
account
was
to
supposed
him.
to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease,
Hold on, because Sonia said that her and Kazuichi were out looking for stuff, right? Hold on. Okay, wait, no, that was a whole different, okay, that's a whole different account. So what's Fuyuhiko? Met Nikon. Okay. And then who was the other account? Mikon's account? How'd you made the whole time? She met up with Fuyuhiko, okay.
if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed!
The murder supposedly happened before and during the morning announcement. The person who doesn't have an alibi for that time.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel.
So everyone who stayed at... What about you guys? I was where I was supposed...
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted, if nobody has an alibi...
Oh, that's
that's
it?
wrong.
Okay. It's okay, you got this. Thank you, Yuki. Okay.
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi.
Is that because it had the most amount of alibis in her account?
In fact, Mikon and I both have alibis.
Okay.
You two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikon and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
Why'd she say it like that?
Too much info.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
Them damn freaks.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was? Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
The killer had a different reason? If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Inside a trap set by one of us. If so, then whose and what kind of trap is it? Class trial break? What is up with the suspensions of the trial? Why did she say it like that though? Right, exactly.
Hiya!
Well, hello there, Monomi. The mothballs sure look tasty today.
Stop it! Don't characterize me as someone who lives off mothballs.
And there's some chance time.
What? What's that?
Now then, Monomi. Monomi's appeal time starts now.
Huh? Appeal time?
Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck! Show those jerks who treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss.
That's 99% your fault.
While you were whining, your time's already running out, so please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so.
That's too long. It'll just be a boring appeal.
Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise opportunities heading your way.
Then I'm Usami, magical miracle girl Usami. I'm an itty bitty girl who's sweet like milk.
Jeez, and I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment!
Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever.
What? But why do we need a break? Exactly!